What is it like for you when you are using some form of music in your ritual? How do you find the energy around you? Does it change? Can you feel it? Well, today's video is about how music, instruments can aid you making a form of connection with the otherworldly beings. Not just gods and goddesses, but your guides, your helpers, and even other planets. Astrology is used in a lot of magical things, and so we have to take that into account. But for us, we know that Midgard was made like this to be separated from the 9 realms because of the dangers, and Odin put the snake around us to protect us. And we were the only realm, the only world of the 9 worlds to have the rainbow bridge to take us to Asgard directly. And why would that be? The creation, how he breathed into the woods creatures that he found on Midgard, that he gave life to. And we then became in their likeness. We breathed air, we had thought, memory, we had all the substance that we needed to be thinking creatures that could, have free will and walk unaided by anybody. We had voice, we had thoughts, we had everything. And this is because Odin willed it to be. Now, you can say, was he our creator? A lot of controversy on this subject, but this is the creation story as such, and it is very similar to the story of God and Adam and Eve in the Christian or the Judaism part of the Bible. Again, a godlike being takes air and fills the earth into a being, and that being then has a rib taken and makes a partner for him to balance in systems that come together in creation. A lot of people would dispute that even today, but it's the truth as was written. So even in the creation stories of Nordic belief systems and mythology, we have that male and female principle, and the fact that we were given life by Odin. So if you look at it in an academic way, the planets were the other 8 worlds, and under the earth was Helheim, which was the underworld. So you can tie this in with even the Kabbalah, the tree of life in that way, not Yggdrasil, but the tree of life in Kabbalah. You have the beginning, you have Malkuth, and each of these realms, which are 9 again, going all the way up to the top. They have angelic forces that guard them and look after them and are part of them, and have the understanding of what that energy would be, Ketha. And that one would have the Godhead. So it's similar in Nordic belief. You have the top one, which is Asgard, and the head being Odin. And even though if you go through all the writings that Odin actually for 10 years was pushed out, another god was put in his place, which is another subject for another day, he did come back again. And so Odin is split into 2 sessions as such. So we have a lot of correspondences to other belief systems, which in my mind is great, because it means that there's consistency and that there is truth in all consistencies. Getting back to the music side of things, the planets out there all have a note, one note, and if you listen to them, go on YouTube and look up the sound of each planet. It is quite amazing, because each planet goes at a different rate of movement, and so it makes a different noise. But if you put all those notes together, including the note of Earth, it makes a tune, and they call it the universal melody, and it is really amazing. And so what I wanted to say today is, we have at our fingertips sound. We have drums, we have flutes, we have horns, we have this, we have all sorts, and you can do so much with it. It's not always just about contact. You can use these to aid people in healing. Sound can pick up where something is not right on a person. If they've got a health hazard, for example, say they have something going on with their throat, as you go over their body, just rattling the rattle, going all around, you'll find you'll get stuck at that place, and the rattle will go harsher, and you know that there is a problem at this point. So what do? You bang it, you bang it, you bang it, you go over it, and you bang it and bang it and bang it and go over it. Now if you're using the drum, so you can go, so you're putting it over your body like this, and you're just making sure, and the person that you're doing it to will feel that vibration as it goes around the body, and it will relax them and allow you to get into. And when you get to that point, say it is the throat, it would mute like that. So you want to get it so it's like that. And if you keep doing it, you will find after a little while, and you will know also, because you'll be guided, because everybody has a healing aspect to them, guys. It's not just for those that are gifted. We are all healers. We just need to know how to get into that healing aspect. So with the rattle, which I find is easiest for people that haven't had any drumming or hasn't got another instrument that they can use, the rattle is easy. You just let that power come from within. So you get your rattle and you hold it like this. Now I hold it like that actually. So you've got your hand on the top and your hand on the bottom, and can do it this way. And what I do is, you have to put the intent into the rattle. So you would say things like, Spirit of the rattle, I come here today. I ask that you show any problems within people or animals that I may be wanting to aid. The healing spirit within this instrument, I seek your advice on how I can help these people, and that this is for that purpose and that purpose only. And I seal that into this today. And you just hold this and allow your energy to come from your heart and your voice and your mind and your intent. And you can, if it helps you, put it upon your forehead and just keep saying in your mind, I am working through you and you are working through me. Help us aid all that comes to see. And that is when your rattle is fully integrated for the purpose that you want. Because if you just take a rattle and just use it, guys, it has no intent. You're doing nothing. It's the same with your drum. You need to give the intent to the spirit form within it, so it knows what it's doing. It's like crystal work. You would never use a crystal that hasn't been cleansed or given purpose to. You wouldn't get anything from it. So it's the same with your rattle. And you just rattle slowly around the body, making sure that you're rattling at the same speed. You don't have to go mad with it, and just keep going. And you can start with the chakras, so you start at the top, go to that one, and then to the throat, and then to the heart, and then all the way down. Don't miss anything out, go all around the body. And then once you've done that, you will notice if there were areas where the sound changed or the sound didn't come out properly, and that is an indication that that is where there are problems. And so you can then go away and you can then say to your rattle, thank you for showing me what needs to be, and please aid me in sorting it. And that's when you go in and you bang it around the body like this, all the way around, banging it, and then go onto those areas that you picked up. And you can get violent with the rattle. You can go like this. That is how you use sound. Once you've done that, guys, you then need to finish it, because you've done the work. Now that person needs time for it to work on them. So you just go the opposite way that you've gone round. Do it the opposite way. And as you're going round, say thank you in your mind for your help. And you may now finish. And you get to the bottom and you just come up and you just go, it is done. And that is how you use your rattle. Now you can use a small drum. You can use anything that you feel drawn to. Obviously, you can also use crystals, because crystals, believe it or not, or a singing bowl, that's another version, but even crystals, though you can't hear them making a sound, do make a noise, but it's in the high pitch and it's out of our hearing. But stones on the earth make noise. Everything makes noise, we just can't perceive it. So you can use a crystal and you can put it on a string and go around the body with that. And even if you only use that to show up where those energies need help, then you can go in with your rattle. So you can use more than one object at a time, and it will give you more confidence when you get the same thing with both. So if you go around with the crystal and it sticks at one point, and then you go around with the rattle and it sticks at that one point, you know that you're on the right path and that you can do healing. Now, we emit noise as well without knowing it. We are full of noise. Our thoughts are in our mind, and because of such, we have a tendency to let that come out. And for the energies that they pick that up, we are a noise inside our bodies, the blood pumping through the system. If you could hear the noises within us, you'd be surprised. The gurgling of the stomach and how everything is working, it all makes noise. So as living beings, as earthly beings, we give off a sound as well. So if you are connecting with another human being who is needing help in an area where the noise isn't quite right, how much better than to use noise to put it right or to aid it in some way? Food for thought. And so there you go, guys, another quick one. Just wanted to give you something that you can perhaps just tuck away in your book somewhere for a later date, and we will leave it at that. So thank you to my new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, guys, please think about it. I don't normally ask, but I am going to be asking now, because it would be nice to see the channel getting out there a little bit more to help those that are searching for teaching and learning. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart to those that are always here, that have stayed with me. I really do appreciate you, and thank you. I will be doing live soon on Heart to Heart with Tuva, and don't know who yet, but I'm going to be inviting somebody on, which will be nice. There I'm going to leave it. So wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Alang.